Mert Ramazan Demir's first Spanish leading role is finally happening, and the way he said it made everyone shiver. A new frontier, a new language, and a love story that could turn his career upside down. Welcome to my YouTube channel Turkish Series Stars. Before we dive in, hit subscribe and show some love, because today we're crossing borders with Mert and, yes, with Afra right beside the storm, as whispers, headlines, and cameras follow them from Istanbul to Madrid. Secret agents, betrayal, danger, a heart that refuses to stop loving, everything is on the table. What does this move mean for Mert's future? What are insiders saying from the set? What's the Spanish press writing? And where does Afra fit into all this? Stay with me, we're flying across Europe together. Picture this. One of Turkey's brightest leading men lands in Madrid with a script in Spanish and eyes that promise chaos and tenderness at once. This time, Mert isn't just charming Turkey, he's addressing Europe directly, speaking Spanish from the first scene to the last. That's right, he's shooting a brand new series produced by Madrid-based Turkish Studios, a project buzzing about town for its sleek balance of action and romance. The stakes are sky high, and the story is the kind that devours you. Here's the setup. Our hero, played by Mert Ramazan Demir, is a covert agent with a spotless record and an unforgiving memory. He lives by rules, keeps secrets like their currency, and trusts almost no one. Then something detonates from within, betrayal. Overnight, he becomes the most hunted man in Spain. It's not just a chase story, not just a revenge plot. While running for his life and battling a smear campaign, he stumbles upon a network siphoning funds from the public treasury. He's forced to choose, reveal the scandal and risk everything, or stay quiet and disappear. And then, like a match in the dark, love enters. He meets a woman who reawakens what he thought he'd buried to survive. Will that love shield him, or expose his most fragile side? That question is the pulse of the series. The script comes from the experienced Spanish trio Eduardo Galdo, Angela Obon, and Daniel Corpaz, names tied to projects like La Encrucijada, For Estrellas, and Cuando Nadie Nos Ve. This is not a local experiment, it's a European-scale bet. The result is a cocktail of betrayal, speed, and desire, the kind of story that makes you hold your breath during the action and keeps you up all night because of the romance. When filming kicked off, Mert broke his silence with a confession that felt intimate, stepping into Spain as a lead, speaking the language on camera, collaborating with a new creative culture. He said it felt like stepping into a dream he'd been rehearsing quietly, alone, for years. He talked about the warmth he's felt from Spanish audiences since Yali Kapkini surged across platforms, how interviews and festival invites turned into an unexpected relationship with Spain. That Mediterranean ease of his, the understated humor, the quiet intensity, Spanish fans already saw themselves in him. Now they get to hear him in their own words. And there's Afra. From the very beginning, her name came up everywhere, photographers catching her at the airport, the Spanish gossip columns wondering whether she'd make a cameo, Turkish socials dissecting every look and every like. She and Mert are used to that spotlight, but this is different. A new market, a new language, and the same old question, can love stay still when a career is moving at light speed? The Spanish press loves their love story. Turkish fans know how complicated it is to balance ambition and affection. And Afra, with her elegance and her own stellar path, isn't a silent presence in the background, she is the mirror the audience uses to read Mert's choices. Turkish Studios made their stance very clear. The company, a powerhouse with series that look and travel like global hits, believes this partnership will lift the bar for international co-productions. Its CEO, Brendan Fitzgerald, didn't mince words. He called Mert a magnetic presence with discipline to match, and he set expectations at world stage level. That signaled something crucial. This isn't just another show. It's a declaration that Mert can carry a European franchise, that his name belongs up there with actors who cross languages and borders. Magazine covers, brand campaigns, and festival carpets had already set the tone. Now Spain answers back with cameras rolling. Social media in Spain reacted like a festival night. On X, Instagram, and TikTok, Spanish fans wrote as if they'd been saving these words for years. They cheered that he'd be speaking Spanish. They joked that the streets of Madrid were about to become a film set. They said they'd learned Turkish to follow Yali Kapkini, but now they could sit back and hear Mert in their own language. Fan clubs coordinated meetups, banners, and even a plaza celebration, welcoming him before the first slate snapped. The excitement feels like a countdown that never really stops. From the very first days on set, whispers slipped out. Mert has been doing the action sequences himself. No stunt double in those cobblestoned alleys, no stand-in for the rooftop sprints. A gunfight choreographed in the opening episode ends with a heart-in-mouth helicopter escape that left the crew buzzing. If that sounds cinematic, it's because it is. One crew member described him as relentless in the best sense, fine-tuning lines in Spanish between takes, rehearsing fights until they sing, setting a quiet but unmistakable rhythm on set. The director, we're told, came away impressed with the way his body tells the scene before the words do. The character details, especially his name and the depth of his past wounds, remain guarded secrets. What's trickled out draws a sketch of a man sharpened by trauma, someone whose loyalty was forged in the fire and then tested past the breaking point. The love arc is being kept just as protected. Spanish outlets are throwing names into the ring for Mert's on-screen partner. Clara Gal's name has surfaced more than once, with some blogs drawing lines to It's an Escamilla from Elite. None of it has been confirmed. Meanwhile, a different rumor runs through Madrid's nightlife and Istanbul's timelines. Will Afra appear in a key episode, a fleeting but scorching moment that echoes the couple's real-life chemistry? The idea alone is enough to make a red carpet tremble. Professionally, this is a new chapter, a sharpened contour of Mert's path. He conquered Turkish television with a character who split audiences and filled Friday nights. Now he's stepping into a pan-European arena. He's not abandoning home, he's representing it, carrying Turkish storytelling into a broader conversation. People close to him say he's stopped seeing borders in the traditional way. Language is a challenge, not a wall. Culture is a collaboration, not a filter. Each project resets the rules. This Spanish series, they say, will mark a turning point. Madrid is already planning the show's big bow. There's talk of a premiere that feels like a celebration of the city itself, flamenco, lights, a carpet that stretches like a promise. International names may join, but the spotlight will be fixed on Mert. And here's where the couple turns a premiere into a moment. Rumors say Afra will be on his arm, the cameras feasting on every glance, every hand squeeze, every whispered word. Spain loves romance almost as much as it loves suspense, and this night could deliver both. As for where you'll watch it, the expectation is clear even if the ink isn't dry. All signs point to Netflix Spain or Atresplayer Premium for the first release. Either way, simultaneous availability across Spain, Turkey, and much of Latin America is the most likely route. That means audiences will hear Mert's Spanish voice as intended, with the rhythm the actors found on set and the emotional color the script demands. No dubbing. Just the story, straight from the source. Of course, comparisons started the minute the project leaked. The Turkish James Bond tag caught fire, then grew into memes and edits dissecting his new look. It's not just about style, it's about presence. He has left the pure rom-com territory behind, and people are reading him as a legitimate action lead without losing the softness that made them care in the first place. Some say Spain may not be ready. Others say Spain has been waiting. Whichever side you're on, it's clear he's become more than a face on a poster. He's a phenomenon. And then there's life in Madrid, one post at a time. Photos of him ordering coffee in Spanish, videos of park runs in the early morning light, a caption about the city's air scraping him raw in the best way. It's a diary without saying the word. He called the shoot the toughest and most satisfying stretch of his career so far, a beautiful contradiction that actors understand. The tone is different when he mentions Afra. Grateful. Quietly protective. Madrid notices. Istanbul notices. The world, quite frankly, notices. This production promises to spark conversations beyond its own plot, about the reach of Turkish actors in Europe, about how love can either steady a career or cost it dearly, about what it means to risk your comfort for a story that feels bigger than you. And there's an old truth underneath: an actor can change languages and geographies, but the fuel remains the same. Passion. Work. Faith in the character. Mert is building a future on those pillars. So yes, friends, a new era is unfolding, and it includes both Mert Ramazan Demir and Afra Sarıkoglu, whether in the back seat of a Madrid taxi after a late shoot or on a red carpet that smells like jasmine and flash powder. The agent's chase is fiction, the ambition is not. He's reaching for Europe, and Europe seems ready to catch him. What do you think comes next after Spain? Could this path bend toward Hollywood, or will the couple craft their own rap on European ground? Tell me in the comments what role you want to see Mert tackle next in this Spanish saga, and whether you're rooting for that secret cameo from Afra. Don't forget to like, subscribe to Turkish series stars, and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. Until the next video, keep your eyes on Madrid, because that's where the story is writing itself right now.